Welcome to Brew Kombucha. Today I'm going to share a quick tip on aging kombucha to bring out flavors similar to sour beer and ciders. I'm going to share a quick tip with you that I stumbled on accidentally that ended up actually being a really happy accident because the outcome was amazing. So if you've watched my video on whether or not kombucha expires, you may have already heard this tip, but in a nutshell, as long as kombucha is refrigerated, it can stay in your fridge somewhat indefinitely as long as you burp it every couple of months or so to let out excess pressure. And what I've found after leaving some bottles of kombucha in my fridge for around 6 months or so is that the flavor of the kombucha deepened and got more complex as a result of that longer cold aging process in the fridge. And the result was similar to a really good deep dry cider, and if you're a big fan of sour beers like I am, it tasted quite a lot like really good sour beer. And so my favorite kind of kombucha these days is the kind that I age in the fridge for at least a couple of months to let those sugars ferment slowly in the refrigerator. So as a quick reminder, when you refrigerate your kombucha, it doesn't stop the fermentation process completely. The kombucha will still continue to ferment in the bottle, but it will just do so at a much slower rate. So if you're storing your kombucha in the fridge for months at a time, those are the rare instances when I would recommend going in and burping your bottles or releasing the excess air and pressure from your bottles every couple of months or so, just to make sure that they don't get overcarbonated in the refrigerator. And so I have just been consistently aging my kombucha in the fridge. Every time I brew a new batch on a regular basis, I'll set aside a few bottles that I just keep in the back of my fridge and keep them there for as long as possible, burping every couple of months or so. And the result is a very dry, fizzy, delicious kombucha that is way more complex than fresh kombucha that you just second ferment at room temperature and then refrigerate and drink right off the bat. So if you're interested in the complex flavors of dry cider and sour beers, I highly, highly recommend aging your kombucha in the refrigerator. If you have any questions, give me a shout in the comments down below and let me know if you've tried this out yourself. If you want more tips and recommendations, go to youbrewkombucha.com and pick up my book, The Kombucha Crafter's Logbook, now available on Amazon. Happy brewing!